My bad. Forgot to delete something.
Just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On second down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
I'm just gonna take over commentation. But it's 4th and goal now, as the musicians are gonna try a field goal. Not all the games I will commentate, but some I will. But it is good, and the musicians go up by 3. As in the first half, there's only been field goals. That's all to speak of. Now we need to go to the next moment. As we go all the way through, halfway through the third quarters, we have a big third down play by Houston, who's done very well in defense and now might have an offensive chance. But we'll see if they can convert on third down first. As we got fast forward 6 minutes into, we passed 6 minutes and no points still. But both Houston's defense is very good and their offense is kind of bad, I would say. But also New Orleans has pretty good defense. 2 receivers, 1 back on 3rd and 10. White in the pocket, throwing to the back. Oh, trying to make some room, but gets to the 28. 40 for 20, 153 yards, and 1 interception for Carl White. As it is a 4th and 5 as New Orleans stands strong on 3rd and 10. I don't think that was the right move to make for Carl White. Alfred Norris almost got some yards out of it, though. Well, it's Johnny Patterson that did pretty well in the play. Tried to make some room. As now, they'll be going for a field goal. As it's a decent distance away, but they're going to try to tie the game up. But for the last tackle, who got the tackle is Vince Payton, the defensive end. But Houston's field goal unit will come on for fourth down. As last time, they tried to fake it. It was a long field goal, but I don't think I'd fake it there. But on 4th down, the field goal unit will come on, but will they make the field goal? That's the question. It's taking a long time for this thing. 3:27 and ticking on the clock. As these last 2 plays have taken like 2 minutes. Jeez. But here comes the field goal attempt. 45 yards. It's another fake. They're going to run it this time. Oh, if he could have went to the outside, he would have been gone. But he cuts to the inside. New Orleans stops him. And it's turnover on downs. As New Orleans 2 for 2 on stopping fake field goals. Why wouldn't you try to take some points there, Houston? Well, here comes... But they miss. New Orleans is really good on doing the fake plays. That's been something they're very good at. But New Orleans will stop them, and we'll go to our next moment. Another third down for Houston. It's a 3rd and 2, 3rd and short, as we're top of the 4th quarter here. As 9:03 and running on the clock, as Houston wants some points. It'd be a long field goal, so they really want to keep converting. And here comes the test on 3rd and 2. But can New Orleans stop them? Last week, week 5, they lost a home game in the rain to the wind. So they don't want to lose 2 home games in a row. That would be very bad for New Orleans. People might stop coming. Especially since this is against a division rival. So, big game here for New Orleans and Houston. 3 backs, 1 receiver. White hands it off. No, he stopped. Hit in the backfield. Howard Morgan can't power through this one. As Edward Cooper goes in there. The linebacker. As they thought they had everyone covered, but you forgot about the outside linebacker. No one to stop him, and he went right to the backfield and stopped Howard Morgan in his tracks. But they do punt it, and now New Orleans has a 3rd down shot. 3rd and 6. As they're right outside the red zone too, so this is a very big play for New Orleans and Houston. As they're definitely in field goal range, as there's only 3 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in the 4th. It's been like one of the most defensive games we've seen, even more defensive than the Earthquake and Businessman game, because at least that one had points by defenses. No defensive points yet in this big defensive game of field goals. But we'll see what New Orleans can do here. So Sky brings them for the second time to be near the red zone. 2 receivers, 2 backs on 3rd and 6. Sky's with this wide receiver screen. No, he cannot get the first down. Gets inside the red zone, though, to the 19, as field goal for New Orleans was most likely come on. As he goes nowhere on that play. Thought they were going to get some yards, just didn't have the reaction time. And Houston was right on him. That's the flaw with the wide receiver screens. No one's there to block for you, usually. Alright, and the field goal unit most likely will come out. Carl Graves with the 5th reception of the night and 49 yards for him. The number 1 receiver in New Orleans. But it's a 4th and 5, as New Orleans field goal unit is going to come on. And we'll see what they can do. Less than 3 minutes now in the 4th, as they're just wasting away the time. Alright, 2-minute warning now. As 2 minutes, a whole minute went away in that whole time. I don't know why, but I'm going to have to look at the settings to fix that, because that's really weird. But 4th and 5. Field goal unit, it's going to be a 36-yard field goal. And the field goal is up, and it is good. 3-9, as Houston now needs a touchdown to take the lead. Touchdown to be tied. Extra point to take the lead, actually. But New Orleans puts it right through. As here we have the end game drive by Houston. 2-minute drill comes for Carl White and company. As if they don't make this win, if they don't win this, they go 2-4 and New Orleans goes 4-2. But if they win this, they tie New Orleans at 3-3, which would be very good. Because Kansas City right now is at 5-1. New Orleans trying to hunt them down and stay in the hunt. They don't want to lose that area. But Houston just need some wins to start them get their train rolling. So both big games for both these teams. 3 receivers, 1 back on 1st and 10. Carl White throwing a little check down, but that's not going to get you much now as they go nowhere on the first play of the drive. As time's ticking, they're probably going to go in the hurry up. As that's Rudy Brooks' 8 reception for 81 yards this game. And this New Orleans is known for their secondary having like having the best secondary in the league in my opinion, with the 299 overall safeties. So they can't test much. Carl White 2nd and 10. He's run out of time, throws. That's a small play up to the 33 as they call it for their first time out. 3rd and 2 now for Houston as Johnny Patterson gets a reception. Sean Flores to get the tackle as they need a big play, but that's what New Orleans can stop for, as I told you. But they're going to try. 3 receivers, 1 back on 3rd and 2. White with the ball. Throwing. Caught. First down, but only 4 yards on the play. They need to move a lot quicker than that. Rudy Brooks gets his 9th reception, 86 yards. Samuel Perez to get him down. The strong safety. Both safeties have made all the tackles this drive. 1st and 10 now is the no huddle. 4 receivers, 1 back. Carl White throwing. Running out time, throws it away. 51 seconds left on the clock in the 4th. 1928 for completions for White. Houston needs to make some big plays. And in a hurry. They only have 2 timeouts. 2 receivers, 1 back on 2nd and 10. White with the ball. Run out of time. Throws it with the check down. Oh, he goes backwards on the play. No. 3rd and 14 now. He minuses 4 yards on the play. Rudy Brooks gets the reception for the negative yards. 45 seconds left now on the clock. 2 receivers, 1 back. White throwing. Oh, he's sacked. Down on the ground as Houston takes another timeout. 4th and 21. This is the game, this play. This next play has the game on the line. Houston's desperately looking for this win to go 3-3. 3 receivers, 1 back. White throwing. The blitz happens. No! He didn't give his receiver enough time or the right throw. But New Orleans does stop them, and that will be the game. So around the clock now. Because that's the ball game. We're going to skip the moment. As New Orleans does win, Houston Forcers Houston Forcers 3, New Orleans Musicians 9. As New Orleans goes now 4-2, and Houston goes 2-4. As that hurts their standings, especially in this playoff race right now. But New Orleans gets a step closer to the picture of the playoffs, as they're the number 1 team in the hunt right now. Which is nice. So that's the highlight, field goals. Just a bunch of field goals in this game. And that one play that almost... Oh no, we didn't see that play. But as you can see on the stats, Houston ruled by the air and New Orleans ruled by the ground. Takeaways 2 and 1. Houston ruled in takeaways. As New Orleans goes happy this time as their team gets the win. But that's it, and I'll see you guys at the other 4:15 game for the Businessmen at the Fishers.